And welcome back, everyone. Welcome back. Hope you enjoyed that lovely duct tape. We were we were talking about Ellie before, and she made an appearance in that duct tape as well. But I hope you're all ready for some more HomeStory Cup action.
I even saw 4 Ellie in the chat.
Beautiful. Just for Ellie. And yeah, the matches are going to be continuing. I mentioned it earlier, we were able to catch a little bit of Lambo, but from here on forward we only have TvPs lined up for us. Oh boy.
Yay. I want to see some Protosses getting smurged, puppy. I was just cleaning my keyboard, don't worry about what I sent you there.
It's all good. Oh my god. Did food arrive earlier?
Yeah.
What'd you get? What'd you get?
Nutella and banana pancake. I meant crepe, not pancake. Crepe.
Oh, okay. It's important.
Let's try to find the word.
Yeah, important to distinguish them. Yes. I think
they're different.
This is not the first time that you've ordered pancakes at like 10 p.m. Yeah. It's
the best time to get them.
I mean,
have you ever been to Pancake Parlor at 2 a.m.?
What?
Highly recommend it. It's actually It's a very good sneaky way to make a booty call. You're just like, hey, there's a 24-hour pancake parlor. It's 3 a.m. Do you want to get pancakes?
Aye. So I've never heard of Pancake Parlor before, and I just checked it.
What?
It is.
There's one at the Rocks.
Is there?
Isn't there?
Is there?
I think so.
I mean, I feel like if you're going to the Rocks for pancakes, you're going to Pancakes on the Rocks.
Oh yeah, that's what I'm thinking of. Yeah, I've been there. That was good.
I'm looking at Google, and Pancake Parlor is based in Victoria. It's in Melbourne.
Ah, okay.
Yeah. The more you know.
Come to Victoria at 3 a.m. puppy.
Okay. We can go.
My parents aren't home.
We can get some pancakes together at 2 a.m. It's
yeah.
Fine. Oh god. As we are continuing with the broadcast tonight, we just wrapped up with a TvT between Clem and Spirit. And Clem, we're going to continue to feature him here tonight as he's moving on to face off against another Protoss.
Oh, beautiful. More Clem. I can't get enough. As here he is. Spawning in the bottom left-hand corner of the map in the blue, it is the French Terran. Playing for Team Liquid, it is Clem.
And spawning in the top right-hand corner of Data Under the Sea, we have his opponent, the Taiwanese Protoss player representing Good Game Gaming. GGG. It is nice. And this is more of what I live for. You know, one of the best things about these international events, about these events that have regional qualifiers and have invites and flights and accommodation, is bringing these nations together.
Is getting to see Taiwanese players beat EU players. Yeah, I agree.
Not just Taiwanese, but, you know, see Miyamika, right? Like, yeah. That is what we live for, Papi. I'm like, oh my god, like even here in Nice, he's able to out-micro and he kills an SCV. Oh my god.
Yeah, we are already seeing some trademark SEA aggression as this very early probe is able to take out one of these workers here of Clem, which can be a little bit of a mental boon here for the Protoss player. It's pretty annoying to deal with.
Yeah, I can imagine, you know, Clem, we even saw him trying to catch that probe as well, but the mineral walking is a little bit too good. He even goes for a pylon block as well.
Oh, I feel like I'm back on Korea ladder. I have seen this before.
You may have even played Nice before as a barcode smurfing, who knows?
Oh, entirely possible. As yeah, we did just see that pylon going down, so that's just going to be really annoying. It gets a lot of scouting. You can see whether that add-on's going down or anything like that. If there was any add-on swap kind of build being intended to play,
The probe is coming
mess
back.
that up. And yeah, the probe, it sees the Reaper leave, so it gets to do this.
Oh my god, this is disgusting. This is actually disgusting.
Yeah, this pylon gets a lot of value, and it stops you from A-moving as well. You can see that Clem A-move to try to get the probe, and the Marine just shoots the pylon.
Yeah, the Marine just wastes time with the pylon. At the same time, though, the Reaper gets across the map, and no, Clem, he's no slouch. He gets a kill on a probe across the map, so not too shabby. The shield battery finished up a couple seconds too late, so he's able to reciprocate a little bit of damage, but there was a bit of that delay, and you know what? The Adept is back, and the Adept wants that SCV.
Yeah, he delayed the Nexus builder.
Oh. Ooh, as the CC is gonna get delayed once again, the Adept even shades into the main base as well.
Mate, this probe here has a taste has a taste for blood. Already 2 kills on that one, and I think it wants more.
Oh, he wants a third. Oh, but the Reaper is here, and it looks like the probe is gonna finally go down. Nice little micro there. Clem is gonna be able to keep his SCV alive. Oh, just barely.
Yeah, you can see just how much the pylon messes up the AI on the units there as he's trying to attack this Adept, but it's just outside of that follow range there, and he will be able to get a bit more damage on it. But yeah, Nice is doing such a good job with this early game.
He really is. The Adept's even hiding here in the side blockers as well, able to dish out so much damage already to that first Hellion. The Hellion is gonna go down.
Yeah, nice little dance back and forth for Clem, just trying to save at least some of those units, but the Hellion goes down. These 2 Adepts are actually threatening a lot of damage here. There's no bunker at the front. Clem's been a bit greedy here, maybe a little bit distracted as well.
Yeah, exactly. Right now, his attention is on his Reaper across the map, but it looks like there are more than enough Marines. It looks like the Adepts are not going to commit to any kind of shade. Clem is going to be safe here at his natural. Meanwhile, across the map, as all this chaos and all this havoc has been caused, Nice did open Stargate, and his first Oracle is going across the map.
Yeah, really, really good scout there for Clem. He sees the first Oracle, sees the second Oracle building in the Stargate as well, so that's a very important scout timing for him there. He's going to be heading out with that drop, with that Cyclone as well. He has been wrong-sided by this Oracle, but looks like Nice is going to be playing this one safe. He realizes the danger of this push. He doesn't have too much at home. There's no battery here at the natural.
Yeah, the Oracle goes for a Revelation into the main base, doesn't get any economic damage done whatsoever, and Clem is going for a massive counterattack. He's got his Cyclone, he's got his Marines, he's going to be able to take down this pylon and delay any kind of third Nexus that Nice was planning for. But Nice, he's got a shield battery on the way. Oh, it's not done yet though.
Yeah, there's going to be a lot of damage going down here. Nice did want to move out with his Oracles across the map, but he's being forced to pull back home. This one Oracle getting very low, almost being taken out, but looks like we are going to be able to put some damage down on the Cyclone. Lovely micro by Clem. Picks that up, gets that out of there with the quickness.
Oh, yeah, is able to just barely escape, or is he, with the help of the Cyclone? Yeah, it looks like he will be able to get out of here. The Phoenix is forced back as we have continued Phoenix production. We have Blink behind this, as well as a Templar Archives, who actually cancels the next Phoenix.
Yeah, does realize that he has been stretched a little bit, does have that late third as well, doesn't want to be committing too much to that, especially when Clem's being so aggressive. And this is really Clem's wheelhouse. This is the kind of game that he loves to play. He loves these little skirmishes with small amounts of units, especially Cyclones, and Nice is more than happy to play that kind of game with him.
Oh, yeah, this is where he thrives as well. Even going to be able to delay that third CC. Ooh, is going to lose an Oracle for his troubles, though. Does get 4 SCVs, but for an Oracle, I guess at this point, maybe the Oracle has already paid for itself, and at least one of them is still alive for a little bit of additional scouting information. Speaking of scouting information, he was able to confirm the production, was able to confirm the timing of that third.
Yeah, there we go. So Clem just going to be skipping out on those tanks, going straight into mines, which I really like. And behind this, we do see Nice getting up that gateway count. Is going to be going into the Twilight Archives as well. This is a pretty well-timed storm. It should be more than ready for any attack that Clem has on the way.
Yeah, exactly. As long as he's got his High Templar ready and he's got his energy banked up, he should have Storm for any kind of push. Even have a Revelation on the army as well. Very well done by Nice again, making full use of that Oracle from the early game as the third is being taken finally from Clem.
Yeah, Clem just going to wait a moment for this third to set up, waiting for those extra medevacs to come out as well. And I think he will be looking to head out for a little bit of a push once his revelation wears off.
And here we go. The revelation has worn off. He is moving out. Nice. Fully aware of that. Is moving in with his Oracle. Wants to try to get eyes on the army. Is going to find the third. Is going to find it suspiciously empty. But he's going to be able to pick off a couple of units here. Ooh, the mineral line a bit exposed. SCVs are falling.
Yeah, Nice's timing with these oracles has been really good so far, and we do see Clem is dancing back and forth with the army. Pretty good quality storm going to be going down, starting to drain the energy on these medevacs, and if we can get in close for a feedback, that could be quite good value as well.
Oh, exactly. Second storm goes down. Clem is forced back here. He cannot really engage, especially because we still have more energy on these High Templar. We've got a shield battery. We've got an overcharge as well. Clem has been having a really hard time finding a way in, but he is undeterred. He is looking to pivot around. He's looking to try to find another way in.
Yeah, Oracle once again laying down that revelation. Nice has been very active with this Oracle throughout this game, and it's been really helping him out, but yeah, he's not going to be able to hold this fourth at all. The High Templars are starting to get into position. He does see the mine as well, so not going to be walking into that or anything.
Oh yeah, very nice blink micro there from Nice, able to bait out one of those first mines. Meanwhile, we did have actually a mine drop in towards the third base of Nice. 7 probes went down, so not bad damage here, not bad multitasking from Clem as he's able to keep that drop alive in between the natural and the third of Nice.
Yeah, definitely, and Nice finds himself in a bit of an awkward position here. He does have these storms, but a lot of his defense does hinge on how well these storms land.
Yeah, we'll see how good those storms are. Meanwhile, we've had some really good blink micro here from Nice. He's trying to bait another one. There we go. He does finally clean up every single Widow mine. At the same time, he's going for a bit of a zealot run by, but nah, it gets cleaned up completely here. Clem, his third base, is untouched for the time being.
Yeah, it is. Meanwhile, we just see Nice setting up his next form of aggression. Been playing a very active style throughout, and it's a pleasure to watch. He's going to be sending out this zealot in the this warp prism of zealots towards that main. Doesn't really look like Clem's got anything in position for this yet either. He's getting his fourth base up, he's getting his extra racks. There's not really any thought of a turret or mine or even leaving a Viking there in that dead space. Clem's so aggressively minded.
Yeah, exactly, and that prism has a lot of potential for damage. Meanwhile, speaking of damage, there was a Widowmine drop. The Widowmines are actually going to reset in the main base of Nice. 15 probes have already gone down, and even more are going to fall. Up.
Ooh, 4 more going down. Very good damage for this Widowmine drop here as we do see that Zealot warping into the main. He's going to be denying these few Raxes here. That's pretty good damage already, and then, yeah, elevating on down towards this third base, and huge disruptions here for Clem.
Yeah, but Clem is pushing on in as well. The storms are out. Never mind, there are 3 more High Templar here at the third base. Nice can hold on to his third, but what about the fourth? The pylons are going down. The Nexus is under threat as well. Clem, though, he actually wants more than that. He wants to try and dive on top of the army, but the overcharge goes off.
Yeah, Clem's got a lot of medevacs here. As soon as he cleans this up, he can dive straight on into the main if he does desire. Looks like he's going to be playing things a little bit more safely, just trying to make sure that he's, you know, cleaned up and safe at home before he goes for anything too crazy. But, ooh, big storms coming out from Nice. Is it going to be enough, though?
Clem, I think he was a little bit distracted because 20 SCVs just went down throughout all of this. Clem, as well as being spread thin. Nice went for a zealot run by, and every single SCV at the third base of Clem went down. It is completely barren now. Both players taking a lot of hits.
Yeah, there we go. But Clem managing to preserve a decent amount of those SCVs, just pulling them away, and is going to be on 65 to the 58 probes of Nice. I think when we count everything up at the end of this, especially considering that he kept his fourth alive, he's so far ahead on supply. I think Clem has managed to get the better of this and is just looking to finish it off with this last push.
Yeah, definitely. He wants to try to push his way up this ramp. He's got his goes for the EMPs to help deal with those High Templar. We do have one Disruptor coming on out, but there are those EMPs, and the Nova is not going to connect.
GG is called. Clem stims first too. That's a really bad habit I have, but if Clem does it, I don't feel so bad about it anymore.
Oh my god, GG, a very intense, very chaotic game number 1. There was action happening all over the place. There were Widowmine drops, there was zealot run bys, there were main pushes, there were drops. It was a lot of fun. It was great to see.
Yeah, really active style coming out from both players. Nice, of course, coming from Taiwan, where that very aggressive style of PvT is extremely popular, and you know, Clem he loves to have that back and forth. He loves to go for these little small unit pushes, especially against Stargate. And I think we're just going to be seeing a pretty similar game coming out once again.
I hope so. Not gonna lie, it was a bit of a. It was very refreshing, especially after some of the other games that we've had today. Not saying that the
After
games.
the TvT.
Look, I'm not saying that they were bad by any means, but you know, they were a lot more slower. They were a lot more steadily paced. Not just the TvT, but also our first series. You know, Clem versus Drogo as well. You know, Drogo was a little bit more single-minded or macro-oriented in a way. So yeah, it is really cool to see Nice kind of flex a little bit here, not looking too shabby against the best Terran in Europe.
You're pointing out the 8-minute TvP dropping, and you're not going to talk about the 25-minute ZVP? Interesting.
I wasn't going to bring it up, but that as well, you know, that as well. Well, like, it started off very, very exciting, and then it slowed down, and it was still exciting, just in a different way.
You say so. As here we go, spawning in the top left-hand corner of the map with our Taiwanese Protoss in the red. This is Nice.
And spawning in the bottom right-hand corner of Moondance, we have the French Terran player representing Team Liquid. It is Clem.
I mean, if Clem can have a polar bear on his CC, where's Nice's waifu on his Nexus?
True.
Where's the waifu?
Smudge.
She didn't come to Krefeld.
Oh my god. Yeah, it's a bit of a shame that some of these there are some teams that only have their clans and their logos on their like home servers but not in others. So Nice, he's exposed. He's naked, you know. Where's his clan? Where's his waifu?
He has no pants.
Yes.
As once again, this probe being a complete nuisance, almost taking out the building SCV as it did in that first game, denies a little bit of build time on this Rax, and honestly has gotten done what it wanted to get done, just being a disruption,
he wants the SCV, by the way. He wants it, and Clem knows it. He is going to be babysitting that weekend SCV. Nice. He's not going to be getting a kill this early on, but he wants to keep the aggression up here, just being as annoying as possible.
Yeah, just take a fair bit of damage on that probe though, so Clem is going to be able to get down that CC pretty quick. We do see Nice going to be dipping back in just to check if it's a Marine or not. It looks like it's not. The Marine probably would have tried to kill this probe, so he can be pretty confident it's a Reaper opening here.
As he is going to back off and attempt to hide this probe from that Reaper. Hope that it does kind of pass him by. Back at home, Nice is opening up with an Adept. Did go for a gate expand. Nothing too crazy. We're not having like a Paddy Mac open or anything like that. And the Reaper of Clem doesn't waste any time trying to hunt down that probe. Just goes across the map immediately.
Yeah, might even jump into that main here, as it is a low ground expand here coming out from Nice. So very important that he gets that bunker up. He'll get a few extra Marines as well before he makes his reactor, just to be safe, because these Adepts get across the map a little bit earlier than normal.
Yeah, Moondance rush distance is quite small, so unlike the previous game, Clem isn't going to be taking any chances here. He is going for that bunker. He isn't going to be skipping it like he did previously, as he is getting into his opener. Once again, 2 games in a row, Nice is going for the Stargate.
Yeah, so going to be opening up with the Stargate. Definitely a nice, safe, flexible way to open up in this matchup. And we're seeing as well, Clem going to be going for this Hellion to start off with. It's something that he quite often likes to go for, just to get a follow-up scout.
Exactly, you have that Hellion on the way, not necessarily meaning that we're going to have to commit or anything like that. He is just going to go for that. Meanwhile, the Reaper across the map gets a probe kill at the natural. Not too bad. He wants another, and he's going to get it.
He got the probe kill. That was that scouting probe.
Oh, yeah, exactly. That was personal, that one. As the Reaper goes down, though, I have to wonder, did Clem get eyes on... No, he didn't get to see what was being produced from that Stargate. This time, 'tis not an Oracle.
Yeah, so we're going to be opening up with a Phoenix here for Nice, and he's just going to dip in, get a little bit of scouting there, manages to dodge out the mine as well, so gets a bit lucky there as well. Clem going to be going for a 3-1-1 response, not going for a fast third CC or anything like that, which I think is definitely a good choice against someone with the reputation of nice. This is a region where Phoenix charge lot is very popular, so don't want to be playing too risky.
Yeah, exactly. He's going to be focusing a lot more on his army, less so on his economy. We'll be working on that eventually, but we'll see what he does. Meanwhile, we do see continued Phoenix production here. We are banking up quite a bit. Meanwhile, it's your favorite.
He wants to win, puppy.
Shock horror, Phoenix Colossus, puppy. It's your favorite, Asher. It's what you want.
Yes, I like to see Protoss players trying to win games. It's good for the narrative, as we do see this first through Phoenix. Going to be poking out a little bit. We have these adepts here as well. Just going to be careful that we don't, bleed off anything for free to those cyclones. Might be able to get a bit of SCV damage though. This is very aggressive from Nice.
Yeah, he just dives on and he's going to be able to pick off that Widowmine, and he's not going to lose too much here, just a little bit of hull damage on some of his Phoenixes. Meanwhile, the Adepts actually shade into the main base. Clem forced to pull the boys, 4 SCVs in total going down.
Yeah, good little bit of damage for Nice there. Nothing amazing, but he gets a full scout, gets some damage, denies a lot of mining time as well, which probably makes that worth it. And behind this, ooh, very interesting. Throwing down a lot of gateways. Looks like it's actually going to be a 2-base Phoenix Colossus all in, and I think I know why as well. I think he recognized from that last game that Clem is skipping tanks and that there's an opening here.
Yeah, there are no tanks. He also confirms that there's no third CC as well. The abundance of Marines, and we'll see how Nice is able to execute this all in as the gates are on the way. And for the time being, Clem is none the wiser. He's been focusing, or his attention has been back at home dealing with all these Phoenixes. He hasn't had the luxury of scouting the main.
Additional supply depots required.
This is disgusting, puppy. It's really gross. I am smudging already.
He'll be fine, Poppy. He'll be fine. Don't worry about it. It's Nice sees everything. He even has an observer over the natural, so if ever Clem moves out, Nice will be fully aware of it. He'll be able to warp in back at home as well. He knows that he's doing, or he has been doing, a great job of just containing Clem here to these 2 bases.
Yeah, absolutely. He's just scouting over and over again, trying to see if there's any third CC, any extra Raxes or anything like that. Might be able to pick up this Cyclone as well, and there we go. He's going to dip one out of there before the Vikings can kill any of these Phoenix. He doesn't want to lose these before his big attack.
Yeah, exactly. He wants to make sure he shuts down any kind of drop play. He has that anti-air as well to shut down those Vikings. We do see, once again, Nice just doing a great job of being attentive. Oh.
The Marine, the spotted Marine, he died. He almost killed a Colossus.
Almost, Poppy, almost. Nice, he's coming with everything that he's got, mate. He's got his Colossi, he's got his Marines, he has his Prism as well. It is rushing across the map.
Yeah, this is a nasty looking timing coming out from Nice. Definitely recognizing that without those extra tanks there for safety, there is this opening. He has a lot of Phoenix as well, and he's just trying to punish Clem here for cutting those corners, for being a little bit greedy.
Yeah, I was going to say that there are no bunkers either. Again, like, Clem doesn't know that this army has pushed out. He does have a spotted Marine across the map to see if there's a third base, to see where the army is. But alas, he missed the crucial scout, and the Colossi already laying siege upon his Widow Mines.
Yeah, there we go. They're getting on top of the SCV line. Clem cannot give this up. He's only on 2 bases here for now, so he's got to fight for this.
He really does have to. We do have quite a number of Widow Mines. They are going to be going off here on these slow lots, but the Widow Mines are going to get cleaned up, and now Clem is on 1 base.
Yeah, and these Colossus, they are just kiting all day. The mining is being completely denied here at the natural. The CC might be forced to lift pretty soon as well. The Cyclone's spending. It's a lock-on on one of the Zealots.
Yeah, not the best use of that lock-on. We do now have tanks on the way. One is on the ramp here, but that may just be hurting Clem a little bit more than helping him.
Yeah, the tank has been picked up, and it looks like Nice going to dive right on in here. Pretty good arc coming out from the Marines, but the Colossus are absolutely shredding through them, and they're just not able to get on top of the Phoenix or get on top of these Stalkers here. We have one tank left, but I think Nice has enough health on these Phoenix that he can dive on that.
Yeah, I do think he can, as the CC is going to be going down. He dives on top of the tank. There are so many Phoenixes. Nice target firing there by Clem, but it's not going to be enough. GG gets called.
GG. I've seen that game before and it made me really sad because I don't really know what Clem could have done better.
Smudge. I mean, again, like it's something that he didn't really see coming until the last moment, you know? Like that's why he wasn't necessarily set up defensively at his natural base. That's why it took a while for him to transition into something like tank production as well. So unfortunately, a bit of a late reaction there from Clem, and yeah, a very nicely executed build there from Nice, adapting to Clem's playstyle, or at least that's what we're assuming here in Game 2.
Yeah, that's something that I hadn't really ever seen before. I don't actually know if it's a thing or if it's just something that he came up with himself, maybe specifically to punish this sort of build, and I guess Clem wasn't really looking for it either for the same reasons.
Exactly. And you know, is this something that will become a little bit more popular? I mean, once again, it's one of those things where maybe it's very crucial to whip this out on a smaller map like Moondance. Maybe it's a custom or kind of made specifically for this. It's hard to say. Will this kind of bleed over into play that we're going to be seeing in the new map pool as well, or was this just more of a one-off sort of thing? We'll see.
Yeah, definitely. I mean, it does make a lot of sense for that map. Keeps you safe at the start, and you have that attack with no ramp. So yeah, I could see that being a build specifically for that map.
Yeah, and with that, unfortunately, God, I feel like every single one of these series that like ends in a 1-1, I'm like, I'm not satisfied.
Yeah. I remember watching this one and being like, is there another game?
Yeah, like is that it? Like, is there no end to the story? And it's like, yeah, this is the end. Everyone wins. It's like, no. No. Someone has to lose, papi.
I want to either see Clem get the win, or I want to post in the Discord that Nice beat Clem.
Yes.
I want one of those.
Unfortunately, for those who don't know, HomeStory Cup had a unique format, and these are best of 2s, not best of 3s. So we only get 2 games. So if it goes 1-1, they just tie. Disgusting. Oh my god. So GG, well played to both of these players, as yeah, they were both able to show off a little bit. And again, I always really appreciate it when players from outside the region or from smaller regions are able to perform well, especially because I'm aware that these smaller regions, they don't get anywhere near as many eyes on them for whatever reason. You know, not as many people are aware of how good Nice is, or Mia Micah, or Vindicta, or, you know, players outside of just Korea and Europe. So it's always great to see them, you know, travel and able to get some good results.
Yeah, exactly. And we get exciting games like that.
Definitely. Very exciting and very unique. And speaking of exciting and unique, we had a mirror matchup earlier. We had a bit of a TvT, but now we get to play our favorite game. We get to have a PvP instead.
Oh. I'm glad we get a PvP. Here. Oh, it's Nice again. Okay, no. I am glad.
Yeah.
Unironically, let's go.
I was about to say, I don't know if you're being sarcastic or not.
No, I was, but not anymore. Nice PvPs are good PvPs.
Exactly. There we go, Poppy. There we go. We are setting up for Showtime versus Nice. Showtime, another big name here in Group A. We weren't able to cast any of his other games because, of course, they were casted by the mainstream, so they had that covered. But we are jumping into this lovely PvP.